Says the largest system of outdoor alert sirens in the world. Diane Roberts, VOA News.
The Maui fires incinerated the historic community of Lahaina and killed more than 100 people. President Joe Biden is set to arrive in Maui on Monday. An ex-police officer, considered by many to be Haiti's most powerful gang leader, warns he will fight if attacked. We get more from the AP's Charles De Ledesma.
Jimmy Cherizier, best known as Barbecue, urged Haitians on Wednesday to mobilize against the government. Prime Minister Ariel Henry has been pushing for the deployment of a foreign armed force to help fight powerful gangs that control most of the capital. Kenya has offered to lead a multinational force, and the US plans to put forward a resolution in the UN Security Council to authorize a non-UN mission. Cherizier says he would welcome a foreign force if it were to arrest the Prime Minister and people he describes as corrupt politicians. I'm Charles De Ledesma.
The United Nations Security Council says people are starving in North Korea as their governments ramp up military programs and become more repressive. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn has that story.
Human Rights Chief Volker Turk says the people of North Korea have endured economic hardship and government repression, but now it's both.
Increasing repression of the rights to freedom of expression, privacy and movement.
UN Special Investigator on Human Rights in North Korea, Elizabeth Salmon.
Some people are starving. Others have died due to a combination of malnutrition, diseases.
U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield blames Kim Jong-un and his quest for military dominance.
Powered by repression and cruelty.
The UN Security Council took no action but agreed to hold the North Korean government accountable. I'm Jackie Quinn.
And for more news, join us at voanews.com. I'm Michael Brown, VOA News.
Bbs News.
A very good afternoon, dear listener. Exactly 5 minutes past the hour of 1, the 18th of August, 2023. Welcome to 98.2 BBS FM. I'm Chelsea Aisha reading you the news, and first are the top stories. Government asked to uphold their policy on teachers' qualification, and NOPA now says a new mobilization drive for 2023, whereas Minister asked by Ugandans low milk consumption. And with the foreign news, Zimbabwe police arrest 40 opposition campaigners. Exactly 6 minutes past the hour of 1, let's have our news in detail. The Deputy Director of the Institution of Teacher Education and Research, Makerere University, Dr. David Kabogo, has urged government not to halt the policy requiring all educators to have a bachelor's degree as the minimum level of qualification. He said this will ensure that the children taught at early childhood development have a firm education training. Kabogo made the remarks while appearing before Parliament's Education Committee to give his views on a petition by Pre-Primary Teachers Training Institution Association, who described it as unfair to the education policy that requires all educators to possess a bachelor's degree. According to his research, 78% of teachers don't have qualifications to teach, explaining that the new requirement in the National Teachers Policy would help resolve this challenge. However, Mbale City Woman MP Connie Nakayenze wondered why a 3-year-old child would require a degree holder to learn. And away from that, NUP announces new mobilization drive for 2023. The National Unity Platform NUP Diaspora Convention 2023 has revealed that the party will launch a new campaign to mobilize voters in the run-up to the 2026 elections. This was revealed by the party leader Robert Chagulanyi, also known as Bobby Wine, during the convention, which was held in Washington, D.C. from the 10th of August to the 14th of August 2023. In his speech, Bobi Wine called for unity among NUP supporters and for continued resistance to government of President Museveni. The purpose of the convention was to unite NUP supporters in the diaspora to discuss the political situation in Uganda and to plan for the future of the party. The convention was also attended by over 2,000 NUP supporters from all over the world. And other speakers at the convention included Fred Nyanzi, Secretary General David Lowesu Rongoya, and Treasurer Moses Nsoboga, among others. Still on the national news, Minister asked by Ugandans low milk consumption. Minister Bright Rwamirama has said Ugandans are still consuming too little milk. The State Minister for Animal Industry at the Ministry of Agriculture noted that the per capita consumption for World Health Organization for normal human beings is 200 liters, adding that Uganda is at 64 liters now. Currently, the country produces 3.4 billion liters of milk, with 1 billion liters going to waste due to lack of capacity to process it. However, since households depend on less than $1 on a daily for survival, milk is a luxury that they cannot afford. In response to these challenges, Rwamirama says the government has set out some mitigation measures that can help solve the problem. And Uganda aims at selling over 800 million liters of milk to foreign markets, but with it being a highly perishable product, the authorities are looking for alternative markets to avoid loss. And with international news, Zimbabwe police arrest 40 opposition campaigners. Police in Zimbabwe have arrested 40 members of an opposition coalition who were campaigning ahead of elections next week. They were detained in the Gelevio suburb of the capital, Harare, on Tuesday. Citizens Coalition for Charge spokesperson Fedzai Mahere said that Gladmore Hakata, the party's Glenview South MP candidate, was among those arrested. And a police statement shared on social media said the CCC had engaged in activities not mentioned in the notification for a rally in the suburb. And last month, the opposition called on the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission to take action against the use of the police to disrupt their rallies. President Emerson Mnangagwa and CC leader Nelson Chamisa are the front runners in the election. As we come to the end of our news, let's have a recap of our top stories. Government has to uphold a policy on teachers' qualification, and NUP announces new mobilization drive for 2023. Minister asked by Ugandans low milk consumption. And with international news, Zimbabwe police arrest 40 opposition campaigners. Exactly 11 minutes past the hour of 1. That is the news we had for you. Thank you.
Bbs tuwuliza babasa kyendera mulala katumusengere efamna
radio yait Urban Minds Uganda Limited bakuletera omuwoleko kulika ihamataka rero kwezi kibanza ku mwenda rero kwezi kuma ku mwenda omwaka guno 2023 bagenda kubaha